What's going on, everybody? How y'all feel? Man, it's your main man, Mr. Male Point of View, Clarence Brown. I'm here with my brother, a major influence on my life, as well as, I want to say, the co-creator, co-founder of Male Translations Podcast. My brother's the one that gave me the influence to take what I had and make a platform with the Male Translations Podcast. So I wanted to credit him, as well as touch on his book, 10 Steps to Get Over Your Ex for Good. It's another amazing book that my brother has written, and we're going to chop it up and get into that and, get in some cornbread and conversation. You see we got some grub here, as I always do, but, brother, thank you so much, Devin. Let me get some love. Yes, man, I wanted to ask you, man, about the book in particular. What was the motivation like behind you writing the book, and why you felt it was so important to put out?
I had a bad breakup way back in the day. Actually, before I met my wife, this relationship almost caused me not to be with my wife. So it was something that was haunting me. But then I realized there are so many other people going through the same thing or went through the same thing. And actually, people are going through it right now. And I said, from a business standpoint, I said I can't just write passion books in order to just because I have free time. I don't. My husband, I got bills. I have things I have to do, and I have to write things that I'm passionate about that will make money. So I thought about this, and I said, this hit me. There's so many other brothers out there who are still battling, trying to get over their exes, and it's for guys. Many people don't see that, don't give us the credit of being emotionally broken. We're always so strong, like, I'm gonna get a female, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, many times we're stuck, and no one gives us answers. They don't tell us, get this new woman or forget about her, not realizing that it's so much more intricate than that. So I wrote it, mainly for brothers, and the information is for sisters, whatever you may be. But it was designed out of that hurt that I had in order to help other brothers and sisters heal themselves, so that way they won't almost mess themselves up. Because like I said, I almost messed myself up because I was struggling trying to. We do this thing where we try to keep the ex in while trying to get away, and that is like double dutching. You're still in the game, and you're just out temporarily, but you're never really out. So, but that's why I wrote it.
So I'm gonna ask you, why is it so important for men to get over their ex? Because the women is, I don't know. To me, it seems like they're able to get through it a little bit better, although they may have some struggles with it. But for men, like you said, we put up that front, knowing that we have some hurt, knowing we have some scars that need to heal up. Why do you feel it's important for us to get over?
Because men love hard. We love real hard, ladies. Like we love hard. We don't get credit for it. But so especially in this world, even if you're a decent looking man, you got a little something going on.
Right.
You have so many options. So when you pick that one woman to give your time, your energy to, that takes a Herculean effort to say, all right, you're the special one you're the special one in my life.
Right.
I'm canceling out all these other females. It's just you. Well, what happens when you cancel out all the other women for this one woman? She becomes something mythical. Although we try to say it's not that deep, but it is. Because it's like, what is it about her that no other woman had? There probably been other women that look better, had more money, bigger butts, smaller butts, whatever. They've had it.
Right.
But what is about her that was so different from other women? It becomes something special.
Right.
So when you lose her, it's like a man. This was
Can't
put it together. So then that's what messes you up. Because as a man, you can't put it together because we're indoctrinated with this idea of winning, competition. So I lost her. Even the words "I lost her" it's not she's gone, she's out. I lost her because we go winning and losing. So now that I lost her, how do I get her back? I can't get her back anymore. So you mean this is a forever loss? But as a child, I've been in this perpetual cycle of winning and losing, and looking down on losing. Now this is a loss forever. This is an L on my record forever.
Right.
So I got it. So that's why it's so important for men to do, because once you learn how to make that loss a win that the book talks about, it allows you to heal differently And then when you get into your next relationship, you're bringing all the best parts of you to the next relationship versus the scarred, messed up stuff from the last relationship, bringing it over like, all right, baby,
it's me.
Yeah, hey, this is all me. It's messed up. But how you feel about it?
So yeah. So you think you could be in a progressive relationship, even with those scars, even with some baggage? I don't know what you want to call it, baggage, or just feelings you haven't gotten over with the ex. You can still progress in the next relationship.
Some baggage is subconscious. You don't even know it's there. So it may come out at random moments. They may do something to trigger it. So I don't want to make people think all your baggage is going to be completely erased, because like some you just don't even know. It may take 10 years for your new person, your new guy, girl, does something weird, and you're like, because it triggers something. They just haven't done it yet. So you can be in a relationship where you have some baggage, but you're just still in that double dutch mode with your ex, trying to get into a new relationship. Let me tell you what's going to happen. That new person is called the playground. Nobody lives in the playground.
True.
We visit the playground. We have fun in the playground. We spend a lot of time in it. We may be on the monkey bars, we have a slide for hours, like, oh my gosh, I love this playground. But eventually we go home. So what happens is, when you're that guy or girl and you're still playing with your ex, the ex is really home. You're just trying to figure out ways how to get the keys back so I can be in the home and stay there. But I'm gonna visit the playground. So what ends up happening, you play the playground so much that eventually you realize that you never wanted the playground. You just went home. So that's why it's crucial for you can be in a progressive relationship, but only if you give up the double dutch. Only if you really say this is completely over, and I'm not Facebook stalking them, I'm not still calling them, I'm not still trying to be friends with their friends or their family or all that stuff. I'm over here. I wanna rebuild this playground, make this playground my house. That's only until then. You may have some scars, but that's okay. But you gotta be able to admit that I'm gone. That's how you get there.
Right. Okay. So now you've written, what was it? Love is not an STD. Change them in 100 pages. What else? I can't remember the other.
How Good is Sex?
There it is. How Good is Sex? Now, what's so different about this book now, as opposed to the others that you've written? Like when a reader reads this one, I want you to tell me not only what's different, but are there any similarities between the books altogether that you read?
The biggest differences are, all the themes are different in terms of How Good is Sex was just teaching the world that sex is not as special as we make it to be. Because we make it like this ultimate thing. Like once you have this, then you realize afterwards it's like, it's not right. So much other bad stuff comes from this supposedly good thing that I don't necessarily want to do it with everybody. Then Love is Not an STD teaches, do you have a foundation for your love? We don't, many times we don't have a foundation for our I love you. We'll say I love you to somebody we've been with for like a month, 3 months, and we ain't like that I'll kill for you love. But the funny thing is, we'll get in that I'll kill for you love. All they have to do is a little something, and we're completely over. We never really love them. Right. We love the idea of loving them. So I break it down. I say, with these basic principles, you can defend it. And now when I mean defend, is that can you take the person you love, go in front of a pastor, go in front of the whole world and say, I can write a book about why I love this person. Many people can't. Many people say, well, we've been together for 30 years.
Have some kids.
So I better love him. That's not defending. That's saying I was just irresponsible enough to be with somebody for this long without committing, Right, yeah. So that was that book. Then Change Him in 100 pages. What that does is it teaches women how to talk to good black men. So there's a particular way that a woman has to talk to a good black man, even when your wife was giving you instruction or what have you, right? She would end it with the word baby. See, what happens is, whether she knows it or not, if she wouldn't have added that baby, it would have been condescending. But the fact that she added baby, now it's encouraging. That's a difference.
I didn't know that. I didn't think of that.
I wrote the books. That's why I think of it. That's just how I think. But that's the power, because women don't realize many times the power that they have, because the world constantly tries to take the power away from women. Women don't really have power over their bodies. There's so many things that women just don't have the power of. they're always looked at as they are strong. They're looked at as BXCHs. If they're leaders, they're looked at as gay. There's so many things that keep knocking women down. They got to be certain size. So there's always these things.
Right.
So one thing that is true is that they knock women down because women are so much more powerful than they even know. So when they speak life into men, as you even said, your wife made you better. My wife made me better.
Right.
I was already thinking I'm doing something. My wife made me feel like, whoa, I can do more. Like, where did this come from?
Right, exactly.
But there's a certain way to pull that out of a man. Because you can tell a man, why don't you get a job? Now he's not encouraged to get a job. He may get a job just to shut you up. That's not making him better. Because he eventually probably gonna be with another woman who's not doing it.
Right.
But is the difference is, baby, you know, you have so many abilities. Why don't you how can I help you get to your next level? Right. Now he's like, wait a minute, yeah, I want to apply for everything. He signing up the ballot to be the commissioner of the city and things he ain't even qualified for, all because the way she said it. So, and the newest book is just to teach people to get over their exes, because as we already said, where that comes from. So each book has something totally different, and I believe the biggest difference with this book is that I'm much more mature in the way that I write and marketing and the purpose of writing and what I want to do. I want to create a movie, a TV show. I have all these different intricate things I want to do with this particular book to make sure that it takes people on a whole other journey, because I think that's what we need now. You just can't have a book nowadays. Everybody can write something deep, but can you write something that's going to help take people on a journey throughout their life so they can get to another place and be better? So
yeah, man. I was gonna say it's kind of like while you were talking, it reminds me of something I thought about. Is like my wife. She helps me harvest my grapes. Wow. You know what I mean? So when she's encouraging me, when she's telling me these things, it's there in me. You know what I mean? But she helps me to reach and grab that and bring it out. You know what I mean? So the world can see it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, boo. And she over there holding the camera down. But no, I wanted to ask you, if you've been in so many places, MTV, BET, Fox Relief Hits, Apollo Theater so many times, I want you to talk about that, the Black Man Naked Truth, and how all those experiences have helped you now make this movie that you're talking about when you perform. When you actually get on stage, you know, all that you've encountered, all you've been through, how does that come out in your stage performance?
Well, it allows me to know that I'm good enough and deserving enough to be on that stage and to accept the attention that I receive from it. Many times in my life, I've been questioning if I'm good enough, worthy enough. But God said I'm worthy enough. So He qualified me. I qualified to meet I qualified to meet I have the qualifications for my dreams. I don't have to ask for permission to dream. And I had to get to a place of validation to be able to say, listen, this is fact. Like this is not luck. Like the way that I think, the way that I speak, the way that I am is not luck. It's divine. God made me this way. Amen. So all those things you rattled off, just they came together to remind me that when I get on stage in a 1,000-person audience or whatever, it's not because 2 Chainz is coming up after me and they think that he's coming or what have you. It's because God blessed me to know that I deserve to be there. So that's it. It's like it's the understanding of knowing that I deserve to be there. So that's what those things do. It just reminds me I deserve it. Because sometimes something that happened right now, you will have another interview with Don Lemon or somebody else or what have you, and it keeps getting bigger for you. And you may attribute it to luck because I reached out to them, or they have nothing better to do. Right. Rather than saying maybe I was so good because God put all these people in front of me to teach me how to interview right, teach me how to position my body a certain way, how to look. That they saw that in me too. And when you do that, it shows that you earned that blessing. Right. Versus thinking it was just given. Because when it's just given, that means you can't reproduce it. Like I can't do the Apollo again, I can't do BET, but I did both of them twice. Right. Oh, actually 3 times. Yep. But you get the idea. It's not luck. And that's what those things show me, because every time I get a chance to do something, now I don't walk up on the stage as if like well, they do me a favor by giving me. No, it's like, I'm not cocky. It's more like, I deserve to be here. It's like when I walk in my house, I don't go, God gave me this house. I walk in the house like, yeah, I live here. It's not cocky. I live here. And that comes off in a performance because now I'm comfortable in the audience. I can make jokes. I can tell people this and da-da-da. And they do it because they feel that I am comfortable in my blessing. So that's what those things have done. It made me feel comfortable in my blessing and not feeling as if I'm on borrowed time or I'm doing somebody a favor or it's only because I'm this age that it's happening. It's like, no, God made me comfortable in my blessing. He's going to keep getting bigger because I deserve it because He blessed me good. Bam.
It was ordained. That's dope, man. And you definitely have been influencing me. I'm going to tell rooting for you all the time. You just don't know, but social media allows us to be able to see the things that we aren't able to get a chance to see in person. But going back to your book, I wanted to ask you what people can find it, because I want people to really read this book and get a chance to experience the literature that you put out. And so where can they go to find it?
They can go to robinsonx.com. My last name is robinsonx.com. robinsonx.com.
robinsonx.com.
Yeah, it has all three of my books. The first book I wrote, How Good is Sex, I discontinued it because I'm going to come back and do it again later on in the upcoming years or what have you. But even the newest book I have is just the first edition copy. It's just get a feel for the audience to see what they think about it, and then I'm going to come out with another version of that as well, just to do another edition because after I've written the book and started touring the book and meeting people who've read and who are going through these things, it says there's so many more things I have to add. So I may even do like a workbook in addition to it because when it comes down to getting over X, so many people are still trapped into the belief that they have to wait for closure. And closure is a myth, and I write about that in my book, but I have to go deeper. That closure is a myth because closure is a form of slavery. Because we'll wait for it, hoping that the person will say why they did it, why they broke it. But if they never say it, then what do you're still waiting.
Right.
You're still waiting. And then what do you do? Well, the only reason I'm feeling this way is because they never told me, well, they moved on, they got married, they got 40 children.
Yeah.
Now what do?
You're still mad.
You're still mad waiting. So there's so many other things I want to add to the book. And especially now with the upcoming TV show I want to do with it, it just makes it. I want to tune it a little differently so that way when the movie comes out, the TV show, it just makes it a complete package or what have you. So they go to robinsonx.com, they can buy that edition, be attached to all the things that we're doing.
That's great. So what's next for you, bro? I know you harder to get a winning lottery ticket, bro.
Man, God, good. Well, the next thing here in Atlanta, I do on June 19th for Juneteenth and Father's Day. Since it's on the same day this year, I'm doing my Black Men Making Truth one-man show. So I do that this June 19th in Atlanta at the Port of Sanford Performing Arts Center in Decatur. So it's in Decatur, Atlanta, same thing. Similar thing. Sorry, I'm not judging y'all. We got that in Florida. We got Fort Lauderdale, Broward. It's all. But you get the idea. So I do that on June 19th, and after that, I'm working on I have a short film version of my movie called Get Over Them. It's about getting over your exes, about the book. And then I'm taking that short film and making it into an episodic, making it into a TV show, so people can follow the characters and see how they actually get over it. And it's dynamic. Some of the characters die, some of the characters are still attached to it. It's like, it lets people know that if you follow nothing, if you take no instruction on how to do this properly, there's so many things that can happen. And I wanted to write something because as an actor, it gives me a different insight on how to approach an audience, and that's what I want to do with this book and this TV show. So those are the next things that I'm doing. And outside of that, I'm also filming my one-man show again because I want to do it this next year. It's different. Like I created an African character. It gets bigger every year. I got a guy in the show. His name is Uncle Tom. So basically, what he does is he comes on as the
sellout. No.
The sellout. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's a black guy. I don't know if you remember that. We always have these brothers who sellouts. That's what they do. But have we ever asked a former sellout why he thought the way he thought? We don't care because we're like, you're a sellout. So what I ended up doing was I ended up creating that character and talking about why he thought the way he thought, and now what made him think this new way. So now we get a chance to say, oh wow, he changed. Why did he change? He changed because he ran into other brothers where he got checked by the police. He got in a position where he was seeing that, they didn't care that he was smart. Everybody's evil, and it's not all police that are evil. But the evil police, the evil people that are on this earth, don't care about the stuff you think matters. Because they're not human. They're evil. So what he ended up doing was running into one of those individuals, and then he got his life checked. Like, he was like, wow, so black people been going through this whole time, and I've been over here thinking it's their fault. And it boom, it explodes. So that's one of the biggest things, and I'm just focused on those things right now, making sure I get that done, so I can keep building on that, because once I build that industry up, my film industry, my film career, then I can start taking it to the next level. I want to be like the Tyler Perry of education. I want people, when they hear my name, they go, wow, like this is the educational brother, but they want more, and they're willing to pay more, because when money's involved, that's when change really happens. When change comes.
Yeah.
So
that makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, hold on,
Make a lot of sense.
damn.
Yeah, man. So I really appreciate you sitting down with me, man. It's always a pleasure to chop it up with you. I gain so much knowledge and insight, and it's almost like I'm a sponge. I can't help it. But I always leave these talks with so much now to put out to the world, so much I feel like I got to go home and do my own way. But at the same time, man, it's all with appreciation and gratitude. Because again, like as we talk, you tell me, we don't often do this. Black brothers, like when you sin, it's like, all right, man, I see you at the top. You know what I'm saying?
If you get there, I ain't gonna give you directions. Just look. Look me up.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna pick up when you call.
Exactly. But y'all, please, everybody watching this, y'all need to really search out this brother. You need to Google search him. Also go to the website, robinsonx.com, and support this brother, man. He's really been a major influence in my life, like I told you before. Actor, author, activist, motivational speaker. You name it, man. Been on tons of places, platforms, radio and magazine platforms and everything. So y'all check it out, man. If y'all haven't known, now y'all get to know, man. So, Devin, I thank you so much, man. I'm gonna let you finish up your grub.
Oh yeah,
we got in the mic run. So we'll see y'all again. It's Clarence Brown, Mr. Male Point of View, and we out. We'll see y'all later. Peace.